You know, Mel Robbins has her motto, let them. Well, my motto is, you don't have to. We get to decide what kind of relationships we want to be in. We get to decide who we are. We get to decide how we want to be treated. And we get to set the boundaries around what that looks like. For a long time, we've let society tell us what kind of relationships we should be in, what kind of jobs we should be in, what kind of lifestyle we should live. We've been going after a life that wasn't always meant for us. With the North Node shifting into Aquarius on July 26th, this is really about how we as individuals can show up as our best selves to better help the collective. We all have unique gifts. It doesn't mean you have to quit your job and become a healer or become this and that, but we all have unique gifts. One of my girlfriends was just telling her yesterday, she is so uniquely herself that she really does kind of have these unique codes that allows everybody in her environment to open up. I'm peaceful. I'm very grounded. Like, people in my environment feel like they can open up. They feel safe. Feeling safe is so important. Going back to the society trying to keep us in fear, shame, guilt. If you grew up in the 90s and you remember those magazines, it was just all about how however you look, whatever you are is wrong if you don't meet this one specific aesthetic. Growing up with that can really mess with your mind. And the thing is, we have been getting that kind of programming everywhere from religion, from government, from TV, social media. We are getting it now and we are getting bombarded with it. And at some point, we have to say, no, we get to decide what's right for us. We don't have to stay in jobs or relationships or careers just because that was the old way of doing things. The new way of doing things is living in integrity, living in authenticity, living connected to God so you truly know who you are in this higher way, in this higher dimension, that you are connected to that light source within. When you're connected to that light source within, you're not going out doing evil and harming people, right? But there are dark energy forces on this planet. Like, that's not something everybody wants to talk about, but it's true. There are dark energy forces on this planet, and they will come through your family, they will come through your friends, they will come through comfortability. And staying stuck in those loops is how you don't really evolve into the soul, the person. You won't walk into the destiny that you were meant to fulfill. Why would we want to miss out on that just because we're following some sort of old regime that, again, whether it's through tradition, through the government, through religion, a lot has been designed to control us. While I love the Bible and things that are in the Bible, there is a lot in there that has been misconstrued and is not the ultimate truth of who God is and who Jesus, Yeshua, was. There is a lot. At some point, we get to think our own thoughts and have our own opinions and not feel bad about it and really say, this is the kind of life that I want to live and I'm not settling for anything else. And when you are around people or you're in relationships or you're in environments where you feel fear, shame, guilt, or you feel unsafe in any capacity, guess what? You never move into that stage of self-actualization. Think about Maslow's hierarchy of needs. The bottom is, your physiological needs. We need air, water, food, shelter. Without those things, it's hard to move to the second level of safety and belonging. When you feel safe inside yourself, in your environment, you can move to the next stage, which is love and belonging. That's when you know that you are accepted for who you are. So when the systems are keeping you in, with food safety concerns, money safety concerns, housing safety concerns, you don't move up to the safety stage. If relationships are not making you feel safe, if your environment's not safe, guess what? You never get to move up to that stage where you feel okay within yourself. And as you keep moving up, the idea is to get to the self-actualization stage. That's where we want to be, because that's when we are uniquely ourselves. We've gotten rid of comparison. We've gotten rid of all of the programming that was designed to keep us in fear. And we trust that God is walking before us. When I start feeling anxious and I start feeling fear, it is because I'm not in the present moment. I'm thinking about future things. And I just remind myself that God has already walked the path. My higher self has already walked the path. And there is truth to your higher self can pull you out of this. Think about where you are now and where you were a couple years ago. What would you tell that person a couple years ago? And then think about where you will be in a couple years. What would that person tell you now? That person would tell you it all worked out. Just keep going. Take one day at a time. Live for yourself. And it's not selfish. But we cannot continue to stay stuck in systems that clearly do not work. Marriage has, I'm sure, well more than a 50% divorce rate. So the idea of marriage that we've had previously is not one that's really working. So why is that? Is it because we married the wrong people? Is it because our idea of marriage is outdated? We can rethink that for ourselves. Our money systems clearly are not working. They are clearly not working for the majority of people. What are ways that we can uniquely change that system? Our food systems are not safe. What are ways that we can uniquely change those systems? We all each have unique gifts to bring to this world. And again, if we are not honoring those true gifts, we are not able to change the systems that need to be changed. So take this week and really reflect on what are your unique gifts? What do you bring to the world? What can you offer as change? It does not mean you have to change your relationship, change jobs. For some people, it does, but not for everybody. So if that's not you, what are the gifts that you're bringing to your current situation? And no matter what gifts are you bringing to your current situation? And then what needs to change so you are in true alignment, mind, body, and soul? And that does mean being connected to a higher power, whether you call that God, universe, source, Allah, whatever it is. It all ultimately means the same thing. Your intention is the same. Same with prayer, manifestation. It's the same. Your intention is the same. You don't have to put up with a life that's really not for you. Not because society tells you that that's what's good. Some of the best things that have happened to me have happened because of people who ultimately probably thought they were harming my life, but really ended up helping me, really ended up elevating me out of situations that I would have stayed stuck in or stayed comfortable in for far too long. Always remember that sometimes even the worst things that you can think of, even walking away from people you never thought you would, or quitting a job, or losing financial status, losing money, what have you. Sometimes those things can be the best things that are really propelling you into what is meant for you. Just keep going. Live in true alignment with yourself, with God. And remember, God means integrity. Live in integrity, live in alignment. Trust that you are responsible for yourself and you are responsible for how you treat other people. But if you are in situations that are toxic or hurtful, you don't have to stay just because of a title or history. I promise you, staying in situations that were ultimately designed to harm you is not really what God wants. It might be what society is telling you is best. Ultimately, you get to make the decision. What is best for you? Let this be your Monday reminder that you don't have to.